Welcome back for another tarot tea time. How is everybody doing? Yannicka, hi. I see you're here. How's it going? Oh, you've been here for a little bit. Yannicka is the early bird. Hey, Penny. Oh my gosh, how are you? You guys, Penny sent me the cutest photos on Instagram of her new pup, Cash. Oh my gosh, Penny, I cannot take it. I had to show Michael. I was like, "Oh, look at Penny's dog." And then also, Penny shared some photos of her amazing garden. So, okay, Penny, just living it up this Capricorn full moon. Hi, Zendaya fan. How's it going? Hey, Sage Moon. Okay, the gang is all showing up. We have some spicy tea tonight. How has everybody's Capricorn full moon been? Oh my gosh. I guess it depends on which house that it falls in your chart. After this, any of you guys who are members, I'm going to jump on the members channel to do a reading just for the new moon. I'm sorry, the full moon, what it brought for us, what gifts we can take forward. So that'll be coming up next after this. But yeah, you guys, how does it feel? For me, it's my 12th house, which is like a heavy house. It's like culmination. And I just felt kind of tired. Like I did a lot of like hard work last week and I just felt sort of tired, but it was like good tired, like a feeling of accomplishment. So I was like, yeah, 12th house. That feels right. What about you guys? Did you notice anything? Anything come up? Lawyer Moog. Hey, Lawyer Moog. He knows I was tired. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you're so welcome, Penny. Thank you for sharing. So precious. Roller Girl, happy full moon. How are you? Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Gigi. Okay, guys, we are all filling in. I'm so excited. All right, so I am going to pull out our trusty tarot tea list for tonight. You know, the tea just kept on coming. So luckily we have two teas and there's enough tea for tonight. I'm so excited. So let's start with some royal tea. Okay. So I saw Tisa Tells of just a few hours ago. Interestingly enough, this came out on the Capricorn full moon, which that's kind of significant, I feel, because Kate Middleton, as we know, has a lot of Capricorn in her chart. She's a Capricorn sun. And it's interesting because this full moon really is about the culmination of a cycle of 6 months. And as we know, the past 6 months for Kate has been pretty intense, right? A lot of back and forth with the media. First, it was, is Will with Rose Hanbury. They even talked about it on like late night shows. It was making mainstream media rather than just the British tabloids. So it really was like all of this drama with the royal family mainstream. And then she announced that she was sick and in treatment, and everybody kind of was like, okay, we understand, we're going to give her space, us included. And then, interestingly enough, new reports have surfaced coinciding with this Capricorn full moon, which is conjunct her sun. Um, and basically, the Rose Hanbury rumors have really exploded yet again. And Tisa Tells did a really good report on it. If you want to know about some of the backstory after this, I highly recommend that video. But yeah, so apparently, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, William was hanging out with Rose Hanbury while Kate was, in treatment. And then there's speculation yet again about what exactly, how sick was she, or was this more about the Rose Hanbury rumors? If you guys remember when we first did the tarot reading and I kind of backed off after this, I got family drama. I didn't get a whole lot about her health, but I felt kind of weird. So I was like, we're just going to leave it. But we got that, yes, there was an affair. That was really the major thing, was their marriage. That was a lot of what was causing her to withdraw from the spotlight. She was almost using it as a bargaining chip. And reports are now, surfacing that is looking like that could be true again. So we're going to pull some cards just to start and see what's going on with William and Rose Hanbury. Let's just see. Okay, what are you guys saying? Happy full moon, Sage Moon. Sage says today was a big day for full moon energy with Joe Biden stepping down. It really was. That is on our list. We're going to look at his birth chart. And Sage Moon, I am so curious to see what your take is on that too, because I know You know a lot about astrology as well. It's wild. We're gonna get into that for sure. Let's see. Zendaya fan says, "I'm a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Mercury." Oh my god. Midheaven and South Node. Okay, Zendaya fan, how are you feeling? Do you feel like you have some clarity today? I feel like people that have a lot of Capricorn in their chart, like rather than just having it rule a house, I feel like for you guys it was really potent and hopefully it was something that really gave you like a sense of solid direction today, which is exciting. Okay, interesting. Sage Moon says, totally like, what are the odds it would happen today? Oh, yeah. What are the odds? Oh, my God. Okay. So let's see what is going on, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, of course, with William and Rose Hannabury. How about we do past, present, future? And we're going to do past 6 months, since that was when this energy that the full moon has finally culminated. That's when the energy kind of started. So we'll do past 6 months, present, and then in the next 6 months. So okay, William and Rose Hannabury. In the past 6 months, what was going on with them? Hi, Heat Lifer. You are not late. You are right on time. We hope you had a good weekend too, and happy you're here. We're talking about Rose Hannabury and William and Kate. Those rumors are back. So we're going to see what's going on. All right. So in the past 6 months, has William, had any dalliances, we'll say, with Rose Hannabury? What was going on between them? The sun. This is this guys, this is a yes card, okay? And I am sorry, and I'm only laughing because I feel like the royal family, they know what they're doing, and I would be shocked if Kate really was super surprised or devastated. I have a theory that she's also living her own life. I think that's what the royals do, and I also think that a lot of the monarchy is a little bit outdated. Yeah, you guys know what I think about all of that. So this is a yes card. This is a yes card. So I'm gonna say the rumors are true, allegedly, according to the tarot tea, that they were hanging out the past 6 months. That's why these reports came out today, because this was the culmination of what was going on behind the scenes, which is also what we saw with Joe Biden. A lot of things that were going on behind the scenes have now come to light so that truth can be shining and people can make decisions. Okay, that was the last 6 months. What about now? What about presently? Is William carrying on with Rose Hannabury? Is anything going on there? Let's see. Is anything going on there? Okay, currently Knight of Swords in reverse. So he is in conflict right now because he feels like he needs to stay away. Because if you look at this card, the Knight of Swords is charging forward with logic, with ideas, with a sense of, honestly, a false sense of security. Okay. Because this is our adolescent energy. The knights are adolescent. The knights rush in before they have all the information. And swords, as we know, are all about mindset, thinking, communicating. So this is almost like at one point he thought that he could keep this secret. He thought that he could outsmart the press, that he could keep everything in line. In reverse, he's realized that he actually can't. As much as he may be able to manipulate situations, allegedly, he actually is in over his head. So I think that he has temporarily put a stop to spending time with her because word has gotten out, and I think he's probably pretty freaked out for him to actually stop. Um, okay, can we get any more clarification around William's alleged affair with Rose Hannabury and what's going on currently? Wait, what are you guys saying? All I thought was, oh, Penny said Beth. Oh, because Penny's excited. I thought that Beth said something about the wands. We always know our triple Gemini Beth has some good jokes. Happy new moon or happy full moon, Beth. I keep saying new moon too. Okay. Let's see. Oh, like we're talking about pups now. Y'all are so cute. Okay. More information on this Knight of Swords. Why else is it reversed, or how is William dealing with this reversal? Because if we'll remember, his father, King Charles, was carrying on with Camilla while he was married to Princess Diana. Before they got married, they were writing letters. So I'm curious, even though he's not seeing her, is there still some sort of communication going on? Or what, what is, I don't know. Let's just see what's going on. Little clarity. Ooh, 7 of Wands. Okay, this is combative energy. I think that Okay, yikes. William William just keeps getting himself into situations. So first of all, this is several wands, okay? So I don't think that she is oh my god, allegedly. I don't think this is that she's the only person that he has had, a special sort of relationship, if you will, with. I do think that she knows about this, and I think that she's not happy. I think that he is making a big mess. Basically, not only is he not spending time with her because it's gotten out in the press, I think that there are other people also competing for his attention. And I think that he is giving them attention. And what's funny is Tisa did talk about that in her, entertainment news report. She said that she also thinks that he might have other people that he's with as well. And this to me would confirm that. So many wands, many, many wands are out and about for William. Okay. What about in the next 6 months? What's going on in the next 6 months with him? Heat Lifer says, "How sad! I really thought he was in love with Kate, and they made a cute couple." You know what? I thought so too. And don't let this break your heart. We're just spilling some tea. Who knows? Maybe the energy could always be wrong. Okay, I don't want to burst the romantic bubble. But I don't know. I know Heat Lifer. That makes me sad. I don't want to be the bearer of stinky tea. Okay, what about the next 6 months for them? We'll move on to the next story after this. What about the next 6 months for Rose Hannaberry and William allegedly? King of King of Pentacles. Is he going to become king in the next 6 months? Okay. That could okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I think that he may become king within the next 6 months, which is a little bit surprising, but then again, not because Charles has been having health issues. This could also explain, and his idea that this could be coming could also explain why he would want to keep any dalliances a secret and not cause too much strife, not cause too much of an uproar. He may be trying to just keep it all together so that he can get to that next phase. What's interesting is that this report that came out today and how everybody's kind of talking again, I think it caused a lot of issues for him because he's wanting the opposite to happen. So I think he's in some turmoil. But of course, he will push on. I mean, he's still going to become the king if, if Charles goes. So I think that that is what we can expect the next 6 months. And then once he becomes the king, will he pick back up with Rose? Let's see. Or what will happen? Or he could even renew his relationship with Kate because Kate really wants to be the queen. She's a Capricorn sun, I'm sorry. I just think she's going to want to be there for this part with a Leo rising. The devil card. Oh my god, guys, I think that once he becomes the king, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, he's going to do really whatever he wants, even more so than now. And I think that that is just unlimited. I think it's whatever he wants to do. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I think the more power he gets, the more we're going I just got goosebumps. The more we're going to see more of like his true self. And I think that he's a little more calculating than we know because he has a very nice, clean image. And I think he designed it that way. All right. So that's my royal tea for tonight. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Catch catch back up. Hi, Babaloo. How's it going? The wait, like father, like son. Oh my God, Beth, like father, like son wanders for life. For a second, I was like, wanders, like wander around, no, like wanders for life. Oh, I'm Beth. That is too good. Okay, so I will say this. Um, the merch that I'm having designed that I did mention before, the artist is working on it, like started working on it today. We were putting it together last week. I can't wait to have like proofs and start showing you guys, but I will give a little hint and it has something to do with wands. And I think it's pretty good. It's pretty representative of our tea time group. Oh my God. But hi, Babaloo. How's it going? So good to see everybody in here. Okay. So, next story. Gigi says, "Why is he doing that? Midlife crisis or what?" Okay, well, Gigi, what's weird is according to Tisa, I want to give her credit, and Tisa tells her channel, she reports on a lot of royalty and also other, other tea, and she's pretty up on things. She keeps pumping out content like daily. So you can always kind of see like the newest stories. And she was talking about how he has been in this relationship with her or had a special type of little relationship with her allegedly since before he was even with Kate, because a lot of these royals, they're friends or they've grown up together. It's a very like incestuous little community, so it's very possible that they were already having a relationship, which I think is what happened with Charles and Camilla, if I'm not wrong. Didn't they have some sort of relationship before he got with Diana? I'm pretty sure. And that would just be history repeating itself, right? A cycle repeating. Okay. So let's go to our next story. So from Claire Cardy, 1353, she is our Irish princess or Irish friend. And this is what she said. So funny. She said, I didn't get poisoned with Jen on the hen weekend. Yeah. Because I remember she said that they were gonna go party and do a hen weekend, which I guess is like an Irish thing. So cute. She said, "Can you pull a card on Tom Cruise and Scientology? I have a friend who had a friend that worked for him and Nicole back in the day, and she was there the day he left her. That religion is a bit mad." Hmm. Okay, Claire Cardy, we like that you spilled some insider tea. Love the tea from a friend of a friend. I feel like we're like right there, really into the hot goss. So, okay, we're gonna pull a card on Tom Cruise. Oh, all right. So, what is going on with Tom Cruise? I mean, if those walls could talk, I'm sure when they were having their whole breakup situation. Let's pull a card to represent Tom Cruise's energy. How about that? What is Tom Cruise's energy? Beth says, Brenda can't wait. Bring on the merch. Thanks. Thanks, Beth. Sageman says, Tisa be on it. LOL. I know you listen to Tisa too. Babu's ready for the tea. Okay. Oh my God. Sage Moon thinks that. Okay. Sage Moon says, oh my God, no way. I'm shook because William and Rose totally have childhood love energy. Sage Moon. Oh my God. Sage Moon's feeling it. Okay. Tom Cruise, his current energy. What is his current energy? This is for Claire Cardy. Okay. Wow. Weird. Like my fingers, I don't know. That was weird. Didn't want to like grab that one. Could he be trying to hide his energy? I don't know. Who knows what Tom Cruise is into? Queen of Pentacles is his current energy. Interesting. Let's get some clarifiers there. Very interesting. Ooh, Eight of Swords in a prison of his own making. Let's get one more. Four of Wands. Is he currently in a relationship with someone? Because here's the thing. He is very conflicted about, I would say, okay, guys, this is going to get a little, I don't know, we're just going to spill it. Okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. You know how a lot of Hollywood actors who, came up maybe in like, I don't know, the 80s, 90s, back then especially, I feel like it was really hard for people who liked other people of the same sex because they were very worried that they wouldn't get cast in roles. There's a lot of prejudice, and I think there still is a lot of prejudice in Hollywood, especially because I've heard actors talk about this, by the way. Like, I have some actor friends who have said it's hard because if they are not showing that they're like heterosexual, then they won't be looked at for certain parts sometimes. And I've heard other actors talk about that, but that's like what this looks like to me, because this is saying that he cares a lot about his money, but he is coming through in a feminine energy. This is the card that came out to represent him, the Queen of Pentacles. So this to me would, I don't know, this is just allegedly, how the reading's kind of going here. He's definitely someone who has feminine energy, oddly enough, even though he does seem very masculine. And unfortunately, this like feminine energy makes him feel like Eight of Swords, kind of powerless. And this is in a prison of your own making. That could also be some of the Scientology stuff. I watched a couple documentaries and that stuff is pretty, it's pretty wild. It seems like they don't allow, different like I don't think they allow homosexuality. I don't think like they really control a lot of your life. It seems, I mean, it's a cult, it's very unhealthy, right? So unfortunately, it seems like his mind is very much not his own. Um Fortunately, he could leave the situation if he chose to. He's not actually powerless, but he feels powerless. This turned into a very like kind of sad heavy reading. And then 4 of Wands, this is talking about marriage. This is a marriage card. And this tells me that the marriages that he has been in, specifically like the marriage with Nicole, he has felt very trapped. He's felt very powerless in that marriage as well. So I think that he's gotten into these situations where maybe they seemed attractive at the time, but I don't think that it really resonated with his true self. And so I think he's just felt like he's had to hide his true self. That is really like sad and like it's giving cult energy. It feels like you can't be yourself energy. That makes me sad. Okay, what are you guys saying? I mean, that makes me sad. Hot tea about to spill on Tom Cruise. I know. And Tom Cruise, I'm sorry, he does kind of annoy me. Like, you know how he's known for doing like the running scene? And I've heard that he's like kind of a nightmare. I don't know. It's a lot. Okay, Heat Lifers got some tea. He was at Wimbledon behind Kate. Oh, I wonder if they had a good chat. They could actually probably relate to each other with the whole like control thing and like can't really be yourself or yeah, interesting. Hi TJ, how's it going? TJ says, to be honest, the closeted Hollywood rabbit hole is a fascinating one. It is just because it's interesting to know what like people are hiding, right? We have like this curiosity to uncover secrets. I think it's just like human nature. So I do agree with you, TJ. Like we love to uncover a good secret. We do. Penny said he was also at Taylor's concert instead of daughter's graduation. Oh, wow. Last I heard, Penny, I thought that he wasn't, that his kids weren't speaking. Oh, wait, no, his kids weren't speaking to Nicole, right? But they are speaking to him. Interesting. Interesting that he would go to a Taylor concert instead of his daughter's graduation. That doesn't make sense. Beth says, "What? LMAO." Poor Tom. Not really. I think he's a little creepy. I know, Beth, right? It's like you feel bad for him, but then again, I think that, allegedly for entertainment purposes, I think that Scientology has hurt a lot of people. I do. I think that it's very scary. And if you've seen any of the documentaries, it's like, so, he's not, as Britney Spears would say, he's not that innocent. Okay. Heat Lifer says, makes sense that he lives a hidden life. He's been single for a long time and married 3 times. Is right, Heat Lifer. Sometimes that's all you need, just a little. Okay. So, Claire, hopefully that gave you the tea you were looking for. You also said that religion, in parentheses, is a bit mad. So, how about this? Just to satisfy Claire Carty's curiosity, let's pull one more card for Claire about Scientology. I know, they're getting a little weird, but like, what is the energy of that? I'm just curious to see what the tarot tea would be. 'Cause it is such a strange thing. The moon, hidden, mysterious, also manipulative could be, the moon is like emotional, the subconscious really goes into like your subconscious. And we know from documentaries that Scientology they make people like tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. And okay, this kind of creeps me out. So I'm going to stop there. But yes, it's like creepy and hidden and trying to delve into like the deepest part of you, which is spooky. Very spooky. Okay. Next story. We need to sage after that. Okay, so from Zendaya fan, who is here right now. Thank you, Zendaya fan, for this request. Maybe an update on Zendaya because Venus is in her 7th house. So will there be an engagement soon? What a good question. Okay, so Zendaya has some really good transits going on right now. Not only does she have Venus there in her Leo 7th house, she also is about to have Venus move into Virgo, her sun sign, later in, I believe it's happening in August. So she's definitely like having some really good positive transits for love, for her sun sign energy. We also have Pluto, the planet of transformation, going retrograde over her rising sign. So this is a time when she could definitely rethink some things. There's a lot happening in her world astrologically. So I love that you tied in the astrology, Zendaya fan. So let's see. Let's see. Can we get a timeline on her, engagement to Tom Holland? Is that coming soon? Beth says it's a cult. Totally. It's a cult. It is scary. Roller Girl says, I watched Going Clear. It's basically a prison. Okay, Roller Girl, that Eight of Swords, which was a prison of your own mind. Okay, that gives me the creeps now. Because you're so right. It's basically a prison, and it came out as a prison of your own mind. That is like, ugh, that makes me feel sick. Like, that is such bad energy and just like, ugh. I'm glad people are bringing light to this religion. Yes, totally. Totally. So that more people don't fall victim. That's scary. Okay. So let's see. Zendaya and Tom Holland. How about we do this? Let's do past, present, future in their relationship, and we will see what comes through. So, in the past 6 months, what's been going on with Zendaya and Tom Holland's relationship in regards to commitment, potential engagement? Let's see. The last 6 months. The Hanged Man. Okay. So they haven't made any sudden movements, which this makes sense, right? Because they've both been on press tours, they've both been busy. They are very much both in an active time in their lives, in their careers, and they're also very young. So I feel like, it's not too surprising that they're not making a rush to, like, get engaged, get married, walk down the aisle. Now, they could, and I think that'd be great if they did, but I can also see why they're not in a hurry if they feel very strong in their commitment and in their love for one another. And honestly, who knows? They could even be like, get engaged or get married, like, under the radar. I could see that with them because they are somewhat private about their relationship. They keep it very sacred, which I think is actually probably pretty healthy. But yeah, so the Hanged Man in the past, I don't think that they've really changed anything, but it's kind of like no news is good news because things are just kind of going well for them. I just get like no change, no change. Okay, what about the present moment? So in the past 6 months, they've just been kind of like doing their thing. But in regard to engagement, there's been no movement. Okay, what about in the present moment? Sage Moon says, I don't know why, but I get the feeling Tom and Zendaya are already engaged. I get that feeling too. And I also get that feeling about Taylor and Travis. Sage says, like, the energy is around them or something if it hasn't happened yet. Anyone else? I 100% agree with you. Okay, so that was the past. They haven't changed anything, whatever that may mean. What about the present? Okay, weird. Knight of Swords in reverse. This is what we got for William as well. But with them, it's with them, it's different because we're not talking about like scandals and like hiding things. But this is more about because swords are like communication, and this would also rule like the press, the tabloids, the paparazzi, the public. I think that neither of them want to make something public. Kind of okay, interesting. What like Sage was just saying as well, that like it seems like even if they were to get engaged, they probably wouldn't put it out there and they could even be engaged right now. They are going to be very private about it when it happens, if it hasn't already happened. This is talking about hiding it. Knight of Swords, this is like they're not this immature energy. They've really grown up. I don't think they ever were very immature about it, but this is basically saying like they are past an adolescent type of mindset. And for them, there's no need to pursue tabloids. There's no need for them to like plaster it everywhere. They actually would prefer for no one to know. They don't want prying eyes. They think that they're successful without that and they don't want to invite people into that private part of their lives. This is like indicative of a very true love relationship because what they're hiding is basically what they want to keep sacred. So I'm going to say, yeah. So they're like hiding something right now. Very interesting. Can we get any more clarification on what they could be hiding? Watch, it's like 4 of Wands. The King of Pentacles, okay. I will say that he has very much wanted to keep things more quiet. And I think that she also likes to keep things quiet, but I think that they have had a conversation that he's initiated because this is like the masculine energy in the pairing where he has really talked about wanting to secure their future, wanting to make sure that they have everything that they need. This is like being very serious about their money and just like a strong foundation. And I think that they really don't want other people involved in that. They don't want people to influence them. Okay. What about in the next 6 months? 6 of Cups. Okay, this is our soulmate card. This is one of the marriage cards. I would say if they're not already married, I think that they will quietly elope or we'll hear rumors that they got married or something in the next 6 months. This is the 6 of Cups. And this is something that it's a soulmate connection. This is something that's been, energetically, as you said, Sage, like around them for a long time. This is also like a past life love kind of card. So this is destined to happen. And I think we are going to see it come together. So I think that the reason that this is happening now is because they're sort of establishing the way that they want it to be when they do decide to do this. So they're like, we don't want any press around. We don't want everybody to know. We don't want to make a big deal. We don't want other people involved. We want to build a strong, solid foundation ourselves, be our own authority, King of Pentacles. We don't want our managers or anybody else like trying to get involved. This is just for us, for 6 of Cups. It's very much not a PR relationship. I kind of think that is the sweetest thing ever. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. That's and that was the nice tea that we needed to cleanse after the last 2 readings. So thank you, Zendaya fan. You made my night. I feel better now. Okay. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Gigi says, love it. Agree with you. Love it too. Beth says, I'm happy that she got out. Oh, I hate that her mom is still in it. Wait, what? Oh my God, Beth. The Scientology thing? Whose mom? Oh my god, see, I got behind, dang it. I hate when I get behind. Oh, okay, hold on. Roller Girl said, "Beth Sparks' Leah Remini has spoken out against it after leaving." Yes. Oh, that is so she's such a strong person. So sad how they like, break up families and all that stuff. Back to the Scientology tea. Okay, Sage says they don't want it to be leaked. Agreed. Sage says it's giving that they wouldn't wear rings or something so things stay private. Totally. Totally. Like it's just for them. 6 of Cups. It's a true like soulmate love. I love it. That's so cute. Um so cute. That's so them, a Virgo and Gemini thinking, talking things through together before doing anything. Haha. Sage, so true. So true. You know that they have to like plan out every detail, make sure they're on the same page. And that's so cute. I feel like that's such a strong, solid connection, and they're always gonna have that communication. I love it. So precious. Okay. Next story. Next request. Let's see. Okay, Buttons 32 said, Joe Biden, please. I do want to do that one a little bit more towards the end after we pull cards, because for that one, I have his birth chart. So that's what we're going to look at that for sure, though. Okay. Roller Girl 808. Roller Girl said, I would love to know what's been going on with Jacob Elordi. He's been pretty quiet since he allegedly assaulted that radio guy harassing him. Roller Girl. Such a good question. Oh my God. Um, yes, let's spill. Let's pull some cards here. Okay. I feel like that is such a strategic move that a lot of celebrities will do, right? Like after there's some sort of scandal, they will disappear for a little bit, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what's going on. Like with Cody Ko, have you guys heard anything else about that? It's been blowing up on the internet this weekend. Man, it makes me want to do another video, but he's the one that like hooked up with the underage girl Tana Mojo, who's like a YouTuber. For anybody who's not familiar, and this was like several years ago. She was 17, he was 25. It's just creepy, and then other creepy stuff has come out about him, and he just has, like, been dead silent, radio silent. And then he was spotted DJing in Vegas, and he played Justin Bieber's "Sorry," and the internet is just going wild right now over it. So it's like sometimes the silence backfires, right? Oh my gosh. So for Jacob Elordi, there was a lot of, like, he said about the incident. So let's see what is going on with him in general. What is his plan? Just what's going on with him? Jacob Elordi's current energy. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, he is working. 7 is the spiritual card as well. So, or spiritual number. So this is doing like spiritual work. Also, we've talked before about like numerology, right? And how every single like month has like and every year has like a vibration and an energy, and 7 is the more like introspective energy. It's about like your spiritual work. 7 can be a little bit lonely sometimes because you are typically like alone when you do this work, and it can be about more about like others. It's also about learning. It's about learning about yourself, and depending on where you're at in your life, it can feel a little bit intense. So this makes total sense. He's like really working on himself right now. I think he's been forced to really look at himself. um but I like that it's 7 of Pentacles, that it's like he is working on it. If we would have gotten 7 of Cups, I would have been a little more like concerned, but this looks like he's actually taking a good hard look at himself, which, I think that's good. Maybe he's like learning a lesson in life right now. Okay, so that's his energy now. What is going on, or what happened with that like assault allegation allegedly for entertainment purposes? I don't know. Just any more clarity around that incident or what might come of that? Maybe they like settled, or I don't know. Let's just see. The High Priestess. This is another spiritual card, which is really interesting. Let's get a clarifier there. 'Cause the High Priestess is all about this is like him being very detached, spiritual, detached, 7 energy. I wonder what personal year he's in numerology. He could very well be in a personal 7 year. 2 of Wands. Okay, he's very detached right now. He's trying to think about his future. Um, did anything come of that assault allegation, or will anything come of that? The Magician. I think that they either have been able to or will be able to sweep it under the rug. And I just got goosebumps confirming. So basically, with money, with lawyers and all of that, unfortunately, and or maybe, maybe this person that was assaulted has gotten a good settlement, and maybe they feel satisfied with what they've received. I don't know, but I think that Magician, he's been able to, fix the situation, which is unfortunate. But again, hopefully the person who was the victim was well compensated and feels like they've been compensated. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, of course. So yeah, it looks like he kind of like was able to fix that situation. And now he's in a place of deep spiritual work, introspection, and thinking about his future and like where he's going to go from here. I think we'll see him make a comeback, make a resurgence, but I definitely think he's like in hiding, or at least laying low. And I think that's because of that situation. So yeah, I think you're totally right, saying that he's been pretty quiet since that. I think Roller Girl, I think your intuition was telling you dead on that that's exactly why he's been pulling back. Okay, what are you guys saying? Heat Life for Brit, I love your teacup. Oh my god, thank you. It's my little Buddha, my little Zen cup. Says it has a quote from Buddha. It says, "What you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create." Quote from Buddha. So thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. It's my little Zen cup. I put some coffee in here. I'm like, you know, got to get the energy going. We went out last night with some friends and had dinner, and I had some cocktails, and I like barely ever drink anymore. Had some champagne. So I was like, I need some coffee tonight. Okay. What are you guys saying? Oh, they're really giving cute. Beth says on Biden, I watched Candace Owens earlier, and damn, she had some stuff. She had things, good things to say, and thought provoking take. Okay, interesting. Gigi said, I heard Cody is also applying for US citizenship. Ooh, well, not the time to be getting into some sort of allegations. I wonder if that's part of why he's not speaking up. You think? I don't know. Sage Moon says, not that that makes it okay, by the way, but I wonder if like maybe he's not saying anything because he feels like if he admits to it, if that could hurt his citizenship application. I don't know. I don't know how it works necessarily. Sage Moon says, yeah, Cody's just making it worse by not saying anything. I think he thinks it'll all blow over. Yeah, the internet is not letting that happen, are they? But I don't know about that. Everyone's basically on Colleen Ballinger watch, but it's Cody this time. Totally. Totally. And I think that him playing in Vegas and, still not saying anything about the allegations, playing his show in Vegas and even playing like sorry, it just seems sort of like he's throwing it in everyone's face. And I don't know. He like picks his sets very meticulously. And I think that that was all on purpose. It seems, sorry, I'm like hitting stuff now. It just seems very, it seems bad vibes. I don't like it. It's icky. Sage Moon says, let's hope he doesn't use a ukulele in his apology video or video addressing things. That's next. Pull a real Colleen Ballinger. Oh my God. You know how he like has music out? He like puts it out on Spotify or something. Oh my God. I would die. Beth said, Sage Moon, I'm very happy for Tom and Zendaya. They are too cute. Aw. Roller Girl says that makes so much sense. Sage Moon says, Beth, for real, for real. By the way, Sage Moon, you posted at 11:11. I had my doubts about Tom, but his and Zendaya's energies really work. They really do. They really do. It's so cute. I'm glad to see that it's like real. It's like a real love relationship, not just like a PR thing. Okay. Let us see what is next. Okay. I think we are almost through our requests. Oh my God. Okay. This is from DB598. Hi, I wonder if you can do an updated read for Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton. Oh my God. I thought you'd never ask. Let's do one. So, as you guys know, when we did that last reading, it was like very complicated. Definitely, there was this energy of attraction that was genuine on both sides. And then it seems like he was already with that other, girl that he was then spotted with later. Like he had been with her before. And it's almost like he felt guilty that he had this attraction while he was on set. And then there was like a true friendship. And it was just like, it was a whole whirlwind, right? So I am curious also to see where they're at now. Now that everything's kind of died down, the season of their, two characters really showcasing their love story is over. I'm sure there'll still be other scenes where, they're going to be married, I think, right? Not to ruin that for anybody, but I think it was already out there. So let's just see. Let's just see. Nicola and Luke. What is their connection like now? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, well, this is like very positive, very successful energy. They, I think, have a great connection still. And I also think that they both feel that when they are together, when they are a duo or a team, that it leads to their shared success. And so this is where their heads are both at when it comes to each other. I like that. I think that this is just very positive. This is like mutual support still, which is kind of like building on the last reading. So I love that. Let's see. Okay, now let's get a little bit more particular here. Let's see what she feels towards him, and then let's see what he feels towards her, allegedly. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're welcome, Jesse. Thank you for the request. I really appreciate it. This is a good one. Okay. You were hoping that someone would ask about Nicola. You can always ask too. 11:11, make a wish, y'all. Okay, let's make a wish, guys. Let's make it collective. Let's collectively make a wish, and then I think it'll be stronger. Okay. Okay. Got it. All right, don't tell anybody your wish. Okay, so it's definitely gonna come true if all the tea timers are wishing at the same time. All right. Let's do Nicola first. What are Nicola's feelings towards Luke now? What are her feelings towards him now? How does she feel about him? Judgment. Interesting. Okay, let's get another clarifier. Judgment. It's interesting. That could go a few different ways. This clarifier is going to help tell us which way it's going. Oh, okay. The Emperor reversed. Okay. Here's what I have here. Okay, guys. And don't shoot the messenger. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I think that she's made a judgment about him. And again, this is not saying anything negative. We're just kind of getting into the nitty gritty of like the specifics of how she feels about him. Overall, the energy between them that they share, remember, is very positive and successful, and it's like a good feeling between them. But when we look at, like, if you were to talk to her and she's like a really good friend of yours and you ask like what she thinks of him or how she feels, this is just a little bit more like her deeper feelings. And she has made some judgments about him, meaning I think she like made a decision about him. It's like, when you kind of are, I think for a little time there, she was on the fence. She didn't know if maybe they would actually end up together, allegedly. I think that there was a lot of like chemistry there. And I think there was like mutual attraction. And so I think for a time she wasn't quite sure if like if they wouldn't like if he would approach her in that way, off screen, if they would end up in a real relationship. She's made a judgment that she doesn't think that that's going to happen because she doesn't think that he is, this is really weird, but it's like powerful enough. Emperor reversed. And this is almost to me like she sees him as not having enough of a backbone to do that. That sounds so like mean. I don't think it's like in a mean way. I don't think it's mean spirited. I think it's just like a realization of who he is as a person. And I think that since he's been in this relationship with this other woman, I don't think that he's the type of person to break up with someone to be with someone that he may have stronger or more, maybe more deep feelings for, or more, maybe even more like a real connection with, because it's almost like he does what's safe. So the emperor, would be very powerful and would just do like what they want to do. And that can be good and that can be bad, right? I think that if he's staying with somebody else just because it's like he thinks it's the right thing to do, that isn't good. Which I don't know. I kind of just think she feels like if he were being really honest, he would be with her, but she thinks that they won't be together because she thinks he doesn't have the backbone to leave the person that he's with. Okay. I know that is like a lot. It's a little spicy. I don't think she's angry about it though. I think she's extremely like balanced. She has a Taurus moon. Like I just remember when she was talking about her birth chart, I was like, wow, what a grounded individual. I don't think that she is going to be shaken. I think she just is like very real about things. I think she's also like got a sweet nature. I think she has empathy, but she's strong. She's not gonna like, get involved. So she's definitely keeping it business. Okay. I like that. Okay. What about Luke? How does Luke feel? Oh my Lord. Heat Lifer says, I'm waiting to watch the last season of Bridgerton to watch it when I go on vacation. Oh my God. Heat Lifer, did I give something away then for you? I really hope I didn't. Don't listen to anything I said. I haven't watched the season yet. I was just like reporting on other people's gossip. I am going to watch this season. I think like when I go to Dallas, because I'll be like on a plane and stuff, and I might watch it then. Although that could be like kind of dicey for an airplane ride, right? People are like looking at your screen. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Roller Girl says, damn, I can see it seems really wishy washy. Right. I just think she needs someone really strong. And I think he's sweet, but he's also younger than her. Maybe he has that young wishy washy vibe. Okay. How does he feel towards her? How does Luke feel towards Nicola? The world. Okay. Oh Lord. Heat Lifer says, I think it would be hard for them to work together if they start a relationship and doesn't work. I agree. And that is what we got when I did that I did a dedicated reading on them, like a video, and when I did that, I did get that as part of the reading. It's almost like they were afraid that they would, like, mess it up, but it was, like, very genuine on both sides. Okay, so she's the world card, let's get a clarifier, how Luke feels about Nicola, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. The devil, temptation. You guys, I am telling you this when the tarot tea is just, like, lining up. Okay, let me get one more. Oh my god, I can't wait to interpret this. How Luke feels about Nicola. Oh my god, this is better than Bridgerton, I'm telling you. This should be the show. This has to be the show. We need this show. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So you know how how I was saying that from her perspective, I think she's dead on with the situation. The way she sees it, I think she's just like in tune. She sees him, she's made a judgment, seeing that he is not empowered enough right now to pursue her, that he is feeling like he needs to do the right thing. He's already in this committed relationship. He also has all these other fears, but it's definitely giving like I don't know, kind of like weaker energy. It's not like this strong, like, I want her, I want to be with her, I will sacrifice, like, we'll just let the chips fall where they may. Like, it's not passionate, not weak. I mean, passionate. Okay, the way he and that's just him though, I think. And then the way that he sees her, oh my god, okay. He sees her as the world, like, when he is with her, he feels like all is right with the world. He feels like she changes his world, she changes his worldview. She kind of, like, just rocks his world, like, turns everything on its head. Um, I think that he's surprised by how he feels when he's around her and when he's with her. I just got goosebumps, so confirmation. The devil card, he sees her as temptation for him. I'm telling you, he is staying committed. I'm sorry, allegedly for entertainment purposes, he's staying committed to this other person, but he feels temptation when he is around her. There is a part of him that just wants to say, "Forget it. I just wanna be with you." There's a part of him that wants to let that passionate nature out, but he is suppressing it because of the Wheel of Fortune, he is afraid that something will change. He's afraid that if he does that, if he gives in, he's, like, resisting right now because he's just terrified that the Wheel of Fortune, it will change his fortunes, things will go wrong, um, maybe people will look at him differently, maybe their relationship won't work, like, a million things start going through his head, and that stops him. So then he just stops. So then he becomes emperor in reverse, just halts him. Because I think he does have this strong emperor energy within him, self-confidence, personal power. He has all that. But there's just something about this situation. It overwhelms him. So he just stops. Oh my gosh. That was too spicy. Okay, what do you guys say? Holy smokes. That one got me. Beth says, for some reason, I think, oh, Jacob falls deeply in love with his character. Wait, falls deeply into his characters and has a hard time separating his feelings from his characters, and his current girlfriend was not someone he acted with. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Heat Lifer says, Brit, me too. I was planning to watch it on the plane to Rome. Long plane ride. First of all, going to Rome. Oh my God, that's going to be so amazing. Ah, I love Rome so much. It's just such a beautiful city. Have the best time, Heat Lifer. Oh my God. Think of us tea timers. Oh my God, that's going to be so fun. Have the best time. Wow. Yeah, perfect. Perfect plane ride to watch it. LMAO, Sageman says, oh my God. What? Roller Girl says, oh my God. Beth says, "I'm so glad he's not a wand boy." You know what, Beth? Way to look on the bright side. It could be so much worse than him just wanting to do the right thing. He could be a wand boy, lest I forget. That truly would be the worst thing of all. Okay. I'm so glad he's not also. It's almost like she does not want to be involved in third-party situations. Agreed. Agreed. She's like made a judgment. It's like either he needs to come like correct and single or not at all. I totally think that she's a very like upfront, very, like, trustworthy, person who wouldn't do that to somebody else, like, she wouldn't wanna be that person. Totally agree, and I don't think he would do that either. Um, I just think it's weird because he kind of like wants to be with her, but he's not. So that's its own kind of thing, isn't it? Also, I came across the same tarot reading about him. Oh, you did. Okay, very interesting. Jaded Kate. Hi, Jaded Kate. How's it going? Jaded Kate says, can you also pull some cards to see who leaked the photos of Luke and his girlfriend on premiere night? Was it his girlfriend to assert dominance or because she was jealous? Jaded Kate says, one boy, element. Oh my God. Yes, I will pull some cards to see. Did I pull cards on that in the last one? I don't remember if I did or not. Nevertheless, we'll pull them again. If I did, I don't remember, but that would be interesting to know. So let's see. Did Luke's girlfriend call the paparazzi? I want to say your name right. Hold on. I got to get up closer. I can't see. Ayuriukti. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. Could have butchered it. No, you have not. Okay. Thank you for the info. Thank you for confirming. I'm like, sometimes I do not remember. Like it'll go in one ear and out the other when I'm reading. Okay. Let's see. Did Luke's girlfriend have the photos leaked on premiere night? And why, if so? Did Luke's girlfriend have the photos leaked? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is actually her feeling left out in the cold, which makes a lot of sense because during the press tour, everything was Nicola and Luke, Nicola and Luke. Can you imagine though, guys? Just a little pause here. I mean, gotta give love to the girlfriend. Oh, can you imagine? I couldn't handle it. My Scorpio moon, my Scorpio Venus just couldn't. I just would pass out. I don't even know what I would do. I would be beside myself, devastated, like, because everything, like, it was like on the news, it was on every magazine, like anywhere you turned, it was photos, images, cute edits of Luke and Nicola. Even if you know psychologically, you know that this is an acting job, like, it would just be, like, torture. It would just be torture. I don't know. Is it just me? What do you guys think? Could you handle it if you were, like, an actor or if your boyfriend was an actor? I think she's, like, a professional, dancer, I believe. Like, a backup dancer, I think that's what she is. But, okay, so she was feeling left out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, which I get that. I would feel super left out. Okay. And so I think that let's get another clarifier actually before I interpret it. His girlfriend was feeling 5 of Pentacles, left out in the cold, sad. Don't blame her for that. Best friend of the year awards, 6 of Wands. Okay. I think that she actually did think that Nicola was like his best friend. But you know how they always say it's always the girl that like they tell you not to worry about or something? This is kind of what that feels like. Okay. So maybe she had a false sense of security. Oh my God. This is like, I'm telling you, this is the show. Like, it's like so many layers. Okay. What else? Roller Girl says, oh, hell no. Oh my God. Nigel. Hey, Nigel. How's it going? Good to see you. We are doing really well. I hope you're doing great also. How's life? How was the full moon in Capricorn for you? Heat Lifer says, no way. I would hate it. I'm with you. Jaded Kate says, and also how Luke felt about that. He hates being in the limelight and gets anxiety. So true. Oh my God. Beth says, I don't blame her. I feel the same way, Britt. I couldn't share or stop my feelings. Right? Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Babaloo says, I could not handle it. My Taurus sun would lose it. Oh my God. Yes. The Taurus sun. I feel like Taurus is just as bad as Scorpio, like with being just like possessive. It is what it is. Okay. JDK says he looked very upset in the pictures. Ooh, okay. I'm just glad that we all are on the same page. Okay. It's giving. It's always the girl you're told not to worry about. Okay, what else? And then we'll get how he felt. Was she the one that called the paparazzi though? Because we have that she felt left out. We have that she felt a sense of security somewhat, though, thinking that they're just friends. And maybe she's even friends with her. Like the two women might even be friends or friendly. And I think that there's a photo of them like talking. Um, did she call the paparazzi? Did she call the paparazzi? Five of Swords. Oh my God. Yes, secretly. And it's because she felt left out simply because we have 5 and 5. So it's like connected to this, confirming this. Basically, she felt left out. She felt left out in the cold. She felt like this is kind of weird though, because it's not like jealousy, because I think that she really had this feeling that like Nicola is just his friend or and I don't know. It's almost like a not a false sense of security because I think that I don't think he was cheating on her or anything like that. I do think that there was chemistry and feelings. So I guess that's kind of like leaving you in the dark. So this isn't entirely true, but I think this is what she thought. So I kind of feel worse about this because it's more of her feeling left out, like she wasn't getting enough attention. I think that's kind of worse than jealousy though, because this is like even more like ego based in a way. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, and I think she did it secretly because the 5 of Swords, this is about, like, being secretive. See how, like, they're kinda hiding, and you're like, you took all the swords. It's like one of the, like, the sneaky cards. Also, swords are communication, air sign energy, so that can be publications, digital media. So, yeah, I think that she did this in secret. This is very clear. She felt left out, so she did it in secret. What's weird about this though, like I said, it's not about the relationship, it was more about the attention. It's almost like she thought she would be getting more attention being with him, and she hasn't been getting attention. That could actually lead to the relationship breaking up. I mean, if she's really just more in it for that. Okay. Oh, okay. Those just flipped over. I'm gonna take them. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Hold on. No, these are Ace of Pentacles, the World, and the Devil. Guys, I know I just read oh my god. I know I just read Luke and Nicola. These and like I didn't shuffle them really great, I guess, but like the 3 cards of one of how Luke and oh my god, I can't even talk. Luke and Nicola feel about each other popped out, and then how Luke thinks about Nicola popped out during her reading. Are we seeing this? Are we okay? What kind of tarot T warped world have we just jumped into? Oh my gosh. I'm glad that was on camera. Holy smokes. Oh wow. I'm kind of like flabbergasted. Yeah. Yikes, icky. What the heck? Hi Liz, welcome. Things are juicy. Things are juicy. Cards are flipping out. Liz, we're reading about Luke Luke and Nicola, and then Luke's girlfriend from the Bridgerton saga. Yeah, cards are jumping out. So basically, this is just confirming that I think there was more to worry about. I don't even know why that energy was so connected to her because she didn't know about it. But I think behind the scenes, this was all sort of developing around that time when the photos came out. It was still very much developing, and I wonder if those photos wouldn't have come out if Luke may have broken up with her, the world. That could have even stopped him in his tracks because he feels very, I think, self-conscious about the media thinking that he's like a womanizer, or he's like got the leading with the wands too much. Okay. Okay. Wow. Weird. Let me get back into the moment here. How did Luke feel about his girlfriend calling the paparazzi behind his back as well? 5 of Swords. It was definitely something that she kept from him. She may have even denied it, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. Um, well, it's giving soap opera for sure. It is Sage. JD Kate says he looked very upset in the pictures. How did he feel about it? Queen of Swords. Okay, it did change the way he looked at her. It changes the way he sees her a little bit. Queen of Swords, this is a cold energy. I think that I think he's very perceptive and I think he realized, "Oh, she's a little bit more cold and cutthroat than I thought." It's like, okay, so she was feeling left out. She did that behind my back. Okay. And I think that it actually pushed him deeper into, allegedly for entertainment purposes, into this infatuation, guys, into this infatuation with Nicola, which is something he still feels like he can't pursue. This is a person who is very conflicted. I will say extremely conflicted. But I do think that it made him look at his girlfriend differently. I think he lost a little bit of the spark that he did have for her because the Queen of Swords is someone that you need to protect yourself from. This is someone that you really feel like you need to watch it. You can't really trust or let your guard down because essentially the Queen of Swords does what is best for themselves because it's kind of a defensive position. So, very interesting. I think a lot has been revealed for him. Yeah, so that is the tea on that one. Wow, that is spicy. Okay, Jada Kate says, yes, it's definitely betrayal. Right, it is. That's the perfect word for it. It's the feeling of betrayal. And I think that it wasn't bad enough to where he was like, "Okay, I need to break up with her right now." I think that I'm sure they talked about it. Maybe she said I was feeling left out and whatever. I don't think that it's like something that he thought he should break up with her over. I think it just made him like second guess things. And I think he has a little bit more of a guard up now. 'Cause he's like, "That's a little bit selfish. I didn't really see you doing that." That's kind of like what I feel, he was saying to her there. Okay. Yeah, I feel so their interaction had changed after tour. Oh, okay, okay. Girly Girl says this is his second relationship instead of choosing Nicola, right? I think that the first relationship he got in and then got out of, I don't think that he and Nicola were that close yet, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they may not have been that close. Hmm, interesting. Babalu says maybe girlfriend is fame hungry. That's kind of what it feels like, Babalu. Fame hungry could have told him she will tell the press he was cheating on her while filming and he is trying to protect himself and Nicola. Okay, Babalu, if that's true, that is the spiciest tea ever. And if not, definitely you should be writing a soap opera because I think that is a good little twist in the story. Oh my God, Babalu. That would be absolutely diabolical, but I kind of think it'd make some great tea. Oh my God, Babalu. Yeah, we love it. Babalu, are you a writer? Because you should be. Okay, so those are all of my requests from you guys. And now we're going to look at Joe Biden's birth chart to see why he allegedly, for entertainment purposes, I guess, but not entertainment really, um, why he dropped out of the race, but on the day of the full moon in Capricorn. I want to look at his birth chart and see how this kind of played out for him. I need to pull up his birth chart on my phone, which I have it right here. Sejun says, yes, the Joe Biden of it all. The Joe Biden of it all. Oh my gosh. And I don't like to get very like political on this channel. You know, I've got I'm a Virgo, Aquarius rising, I kind of just I want this to be a place where everybody feels welcome and we can all just like learn and grow together and be open about things. So I don't want to like get too political with anything. Just a little disclaimer, because I don't want anyone to ever feel unwelcome, spilling the tea and having fun here. But I'll just say this, I would not be mad at a female president. Okay. So anyway, back to Joe Biden. So here is his birth chart. Here's what's going on. Luckily, we do have his birth time, which is amazing. And if we go to Capricorn, this rules his second house. And this is the house in his birth chart that has to do with our second house is like money, how we make money, but it's also like our value and, like, the value that we bring to a job. The second house really is about, like, job, value. If you think about, like, when you go and you make a salary somewhere, or when you show up to a table or a meeting, it's like what you bring, and then what you're compensated for. With this being his second house of Capricorn and there being a full moon today at the anaretic 29th degree, it doesn't surprise me that this was really a moment where there was a culmination of all of the energy It was a culmination of how he's going to move through his career space. And it just seems like it really was the right moment for him to come to terms with the reality of where he's at in his life right now. I think that the second house can be tricky when we're talking about a sense of value because value is also like our self worth. And that can be hard because when we start to not be able to do the things that we used to do, like for Joe Biden, the reason that he stepped down was because, his mental faculties and those things were, seeming to decline. And that happens with age. It's going to happen to all of us probably at some point. And I think that a lot of older people probably when they get there, it can feel kind of I imagine that would kind of suck. Like you're not able to drive anymore on like a smaller scale. You start to forget things. And if you're the president and someone who has been at the top of, the heap when it comes to power, to have to see that, I just think that it was probably a personal moment for him to step down and realize that it is time to pass the torch. Now, on another note, this is the time where Pluto has been retrograde, through Capricorn and through Aquarius. And it is at, I believe Pluto is at 0 degrees, degrees, 0 degrees. You can tell I'm thinking too hard. I'm like 0 degrees Aquarius right now. And there's this astrologer named Jessica Adams, and I really like her work. And back when I think it was in January, when I did like the Age of Aquarius podcast episode, and we were talking about it on this channel a little bit. And I was talking about how, and I cited her as a source, how she has this entire report on her website about Aquarius and how different times throughout history, when like this is like hundreds of years ago, when Aquarius, Pluto's been in Aquarius, women have risen to power. And this transition from Capricorn energy, which is like more, male, more structure. Capricorn really is about like capitalism and structure and all those things. And then Aquarius is about, the new, the innovative. Women are associated with Aquarius when it comes to women coming into power. So I thought that was also very interesting, the timing of that. Also, so Joe Biden's second house in Capricorn, which makes his eighth house in Cancer. Kamala Harris actually has her second house in Cancer and her eighth house in Capricorn. So they have this conjunction there between their second and eighth houses. And to me, that's very interesting because this talks about working together, but the eighth house is about intimacy and it's the things that we share with other people on a deep level, including eight is like shared power, also shared resources and inheritances. So essentially her inheriting or getting this handoff of power through an endorsement from Joe Biden at this time of the Capricorn full moon, which is about balancing the Capricorn energy in our charts and the Cancer energy in our charts. That's to me what I took away from it. I was like, this is something that it's kind of like it was always destined to happen in a way. Am I hitting my microphone? But that's what I took away from it. And for him, I think it was just something that this is the right timing for him to, experience this culmination of his career and to, you know, step away with dignity and hand the torch to who I think, represents that Pluto and Aquarius energy that we're going to have solid and in place by the time the elections come. So I don't know. That's what I think about that. It's a lot. Like I said, I don't want to get political. I just think it's wild. We could pull a couple cards if you want. Let's see. Jada Kate says, well, then also look at the transit chart. Yes, yes. I do not have the transit chart in front of me, but that would be fascinating as well. I feel like you could go really deep into it, especially with like, Jupiter, Uranus, like where is his Saturn? Like there are a lot of, or where is Saturn transiting his chart? There are a lot of things that I feel like we could just do a whole deep dive on. But that's just a quick little touch on it. The timing is crazy. Okay, Sage Moon says it's like one half. Okay, Sage Moon's got two parts here. It's like closing the chapter on an income stream, which is wild. Then it being on his third house cusp, media and communication. It's like he was stubborn, but realized it was better to let go for the greater good for everyone. Third house cusp, Aquarius. like wild. Okay, Sage Moon, I love that. That makes total sense too. Yes. Closing one chapter on an income stream, second house, and power, Capricorn energy, and moving on to that third house. Oh my God. Also, very much like, I'm sorry, women in power, Pluto and Aquarius. That is one of my favorite parts about it. I'm like, that's awesome. Okay. Sage Moon says, oh my God, I love that. Yes, we're here for women. Sage Moon, why are we the same person? Yes, we're here for women taking the lead in the age of Aquarius, baby. That's right. We've never had a female president. So I would love for, let's just like even the playing field a little more. Give other people a chance. Okay, guys? Let women take a crack at it. Let's see. Roller Girl says Sage Moon. I read that Kamala is going through her Saturn return this year. Okay, I love that by the way, because you guys, we have talked about on this channel before Saturn, right? And I think I've told you guys my theory about Saturn and how it just sort of depends on like your current karmic cycle, what you've already been through in your life, all of that. For some people, their Saturn return is like their first um like a loss of identity and it can feel really difficult. And then I think you can see that next level of reward, like karmic reward for the first Saturn return when you get your second Saturn return and like it'll keep building. For me, my Saturn return was when I finally had this like major responsibility of getting my own TV show. And that was my first time that I experienced a shift in my mindset of like real, true responsibility that felt very heavy to me, but it was also exactly what I wanted to do. So I wonder if that could be like the energy of Kamala's Saturn return, of feeling that she has this opportunity to have power over her own life and to really experience power, as like the leader of our country. That would be such an expression of Saturn return energy. But it would be hard work, right? So I don't know. That is so interesting, Roller Girl. Thanks for bringing that up. Sage Moon says, love the astro breakdown for Joe Britt. Aw, thank you, Sage Moon. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Let's see. Daniel says, do you think Bernie will be vice president? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I think maybe she'll have Buttigieg as her vice president, possibly. Um, I like him. I think he's awesome. Let's see. Al says, hi, Britt. Michelle Obama is trending on X. She might be interested in running. Oh my God. I would love it. Like that makes me so excited. Um, that would be so great. I hope that's true. Nigel says, I heard that Pluto in Aquarius focuses on pursuing dreams and technology as well as individualism, right? Yes, Nigel, 100%. Pluto in Aquarius is about breaking through the glass ceiling that we currently have. In every like generation, there's always like some sort of glass ceiling, right? And we break through to more shared equality. Hopefully, more people feel lifted up. It's like moving away from this Capricorn energy of like the few having all the resources and then the people who are, at the bottom, so to speak, or like not at the bottom, but it's like the people that have less than the few people at the top. um, Capricorn energy is more about creating that. It's like the rich keep getting richer and there is a ceiling for everybody else. And Aquarius energy is more about giving people the resources, giving people an even playing field so that if they're able to, if they have the ability, if they put in the work, that they too can rise to the top. The Capricorn energy of only the few being in power, because Capricorn's about power, that's over. Aquarius is the ultimate power to the people, basically, energy. And it's really cool. If you guys are interested in like learning more about that, I do really highly recommend Jessica Adams, her website. Just like type in, let me see. Yeah, Jessica Adams. Let's see. She has a section where you can just search Pluto and Aquarius and you will just have a ton of great stuff to read with like dates, and she has historical periods and what happened during that time, and it really is a really cool breakdown of that explanation of the energy, because there's a lot to back it up, like based on different things that have happened throughout history and how we've seen power transfer, to different groups of people back and forth. So hopefully with the age of Aquarius, technology is going to keep advancing and it's going to give more people an opportunity to, have a chance to better themselves in their lives. Um, kind of loving it. Okay. But also I have an Aquarius rising. So I'm like, that's the vibe. Gigi says Saturn is right in Biden's fourth house, opposing his midheaven. Wow, Gigi, that makes so much sense, doesn't it? So the fourth house, home. Also, though, the fourth house, not only is it our physical home, like that we live in, but it's also like our man, that this must have been kind of tough for him. It's also like our sense of security, like inner security, because if we think about it, our homes provide us with security, shelter from the elements, a sense of safety, right? And that energy is also true with like how we feel on the inside. So if you have Saturn really forcing you to look at, your sense of security, to look at your foundation for is like the foundation, like a house. It's like, really, what are you capable of? Like, really, where are you at in your life? Like, Saturn's going to be like, you need to take a cold, hard look. Saturn doesn't let anything like float by. And for that to be opposite is midheaven, it basically is saying, the time in the spotlight, it really is time to pass the torch. And I'm sure that's really tough, but maybe it was a relief as well. You know what I mean? Because Saturn typically will reward you. And when I say typically, actually, I mean every time. Saturn will reward you for doing the hard thing, for doing the selfless thing, for doing the right thing. So hopefully there's a sense of relief, that he feels. And hopefully he'll be able to enjoy time with his family, and he'll look back on this and be so glad that he did it. Saturn really helps us to realize what's best for us. Okay, Sage Moon says, Roller Girl, oh my God. And Pisces is in her 10th house, which is career and public image. Oh my God, you guys, serious? Yes, it's happening. It is happening. When I had my Saturn return, it was in my 10th house and it was a career thing. I'm telling you, it's a career, it's a move upwards in career that is gonna come with a lot of responsibility. If that ends up happening, that would make sense. Okay. Gemini rising, double A chart rating. Jupiter's in Gemini until 2025, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, Sage Moon? Hold on, guys. I have to screenshot this. I gotta remember to come back to this. I do need to do like a deep dive. That would probably have to be a separate video entirely because this is like major. I could, like, do one for, like, all the candidates maybe when it gets closer to the election. My campaign reporting. Let's see. Penny says, "Good night, all. Have to go to bed. Good night, Penny. Sweet dreams. Give your puppy some kisses." Okay. I mean, Alice pretty much Pluto in Aquarius, LOL. Kamala is a Gemini rising. Oh, wait. We already saw that. Okay. I love it. Roller Girl 808 says, right, good looking out with that tea. This is definitely astrology in the wild. Can't believe how the energy is aligning right now. I know. Maybe we can pull a card for Joe and Kamala. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's see. Les C said, did anyone ask about the rumor about Sean and the climate activists from Ecuador? Are you serious? Let's see. When did this happen? No one's asked about it. And was this like since he was with Camila Cabello? Oh my lord. Okay. Daniel says, can astrology predict elections results or possible results? Daniel, I feel like astrology is more like a weather report where, like it's going to be rainy today and like the conditions are right for that. I feel like I would be willing as an astrologer to make predictions on on it just to see like will it come true? But with elections, there is so much at stake. We're talking about like policies that are going to affect like an entire country. I have to say that like I think that the conditions can be right, but I think that that's one of those things that there is a lot of free will involved. There is a lot of like major forces of energy that, you know, I think we can say what's most likely to happen. Um But again, your astrology isn't gonna dictate anything in your life. Like, let's say you're having a bad transit, doesn't mean you're gonna have a bad day necessarily. It's also like how we use it. So, like, one person may use a certain transit and make the most of it, and another person may have that same transit and it just like totally flatten them. So we can speculate, we can make some predictions. Will it 100% predict it? I don't think so. I'll just be honest with you guys. I don't think that anyone can predict it, but I mean, we'll try. We'll try for the sake of tea, for to have a little fun. But I don't know. I believe that it's such an important big thing. We have free will. Okay. But thank you for asking. That was a very like thought-provoking question. Made me think about that one. Okay. Leslie sent an email. Okay, thank you, Les. I appreciate it. Oh, yes, I have a new email address for anybody who wants to send requests or if you want to find out about getting a reading. It's it's Brit in the cards and stars at gmail.com. Right? Well, I just set it up last night. I'm gonna tell you guys the wrong one. I'll do community posts with it. How about that? To make sure. Yeah, I think it's Brit cards and stars. Okay, I will post it on the community tab because I don't want to waste your time trying to find it. But I just put it up last night. But yeah, there's an email address just for this. Okay, so let's see. Pulling a card for Joe. Gonna do Joe and Kamala. Is that what you said, Sage Moon? Pull a card for Joe and Kamala. Sure. Okay. What should we ask? Hmm. What should we ask? Let's see. How about okay, like I don't know, let's just pull a card and see what comes through. For Joe and Kamala. What a night this must be for the two of them. Oh, okay. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. This is the marriage card. But it could also be a partnership, like a business partnership, which as president and vice president, they have a real partnership, don't they? So this in reverse, this could be, there being a little bit of let's get some clarity. Could be some tension. I don't know. Let's see. Why is this 4 of Wands in reverse? Okay, 5 of Wands in reverse. So we have the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands both in reverse. Now, 5 of Wands is about competition. This being in reverse is like them focusing on, okay, they're talking about how they are going to go against the other people who are in competition with what they're trying to do, with their goals, their values. 4 of Wands in reverse along with this 5 of Wands, this is like planning for the next steps because 5 comes after 4, right? So it's like building on the energy. So it's like they're already talking about what will happen after they are no longer president and vice president. So they're like making plans for the future. They're talking about what's going to be next and how they are going to um advance like what they believe is most important. 5 of Wands, in reverse, like, against their opposition, against their competitors. So they're, like, in heavy strategy mode. At first, I was thinking, like, is this conflict because 'cause they're 4 of Wands in reverse? But no, it's like they are already talking about the reality of the next steps, of, like, what's gonna happen when we are no longer this duo. Okay, which that makes sense. I feel like you would have to be very matter of fact and able to move through difficult situations fast if you really think about it, like the president, the vice president must have so much stress, like, on their plates every day. So it's like they have to be ready to move on to the next thing. It's like they can't really spend a whole lot of time, mourning what's going on now. I think if they did do that, they wouldn't be where they're at. So, yeah, they're already talking strategy. They're already on to the next play, the next steps. Um, okay, let's see what else. Heat Lifer, good night. Heat Lifer says, sorry, fam, need to get some sleep. Sending you all much love and light till our next get together. Good night, Heat Lifer. Sweet dreams. I hope you have the best rest. And you're so sweet. Sending you love and light right back. Can't wait to see you next time. And thank you for your great questions. Okay. Yeah, I need to go to bed soon too. I like always like start to yawn, which I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. See, here we go. I just get so tired. My body just like shuts down. It's like, we're done. Oh my god, like, and I cannot fight it. The moon card, interesting, this kinda just, like, popped up. This is again, this is like things that are hidden. This is also about change. We had the full moon today at the time of the announcement. This is more to me about talking about how this was sort of divine timing. It was like divinely orchestrated, meant to be. Because, like I said, the full moon, it's like handing, and they're so connected with their second house and their eighth house. It's like this was just kind of always meant to be. And this is talking about how this is always something that was going to happen. So I think that this is also the cycles of the moon, the full moon today, things are at a point of fullness and understanding, and things are out in the open. And, next there will be a new moon and they will move forward again. So this is really about how things change, cycles of change, and how they're both very aware of that. And they're talking about that. Like this was meant to be, basically. This feels like it was just always meant to be. I don't know. That's like, it feels very, there's a sense of acceptance, and I think it's good. I think that they both feel at peace with it, which is good. Okay, let's see. Sage Moon says maybe they're focused on unity. Yes. End of fighting and division within the Democratic Party. Yes. Sage Moon, totally. The 5 of Wands in reverse, absolutely, because this is everybody right now, like, "What are we doing? Like, what are we gonna do next? Who's gonna" you know, 100%. They're talking about how are they gonna unite, all the stuff going on, how are they gonna create unity, and also how are they gonna be strong so that they can stand against, the people who are trying to, become powerful, who are, like, against them, basically their opponents. 100%. There's a lot going on. They're focused. Um they just, "Oh, interesting." Yes. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. I feel like leaving it on the moon card is right, because that's just basically saying that at peace and this is what was meant to happen. I love it. That is really cool. Okay. Ah, what are you guys saying? Thank you so much for looking in on them, Britt. Well, thank you for requesting Sage Moon. I really appreciate it. Daniel says, please don't go yet. Daniel, I'm falling asleep over here. Sometimes hearing what the Supreme Court is doing is discouraging. I know. I feel that way too. I feel that way too, Daniel. And I really do hope that, things change so that we keep moving forward instead of moving backwards. That was something I told you guys that I interviewed Dr. Ann Burgess, who's the subject of the Hulu documentary Mastermind. And I was actually rewatching the footage earlier today because we're like editing that episode, and it'll be on ABC in Dallas August 1st. And so I was just like rewatching the footage. And one of the things that struck me about what she said, because I asked her about like how does progress happen? And I did have in the back of my mind some things that were going on with like the Supreme Court, because for Dr. Burgess, when she was working with the FBI, she is like the person who helped them come up with the profiling system to profile serial killers and catch serial killers. I mean, crazy. But at the time when she did this, she was the only woman, and people looked at her like she was crazy. They talk about it in the documentary. It's like people thought it was BS. They didn't believe that what she was doing, like the psychology, they thought that it was ridiculous. They only believed it once she was able to profile these serial killers with amazing accuracy, and then they were able to back it up with evidence that these were the actual people. So then she changed everyone's mindset, and they accepted her, and then this is something that they taught not only throughout the FBI, but then, police officers in all these different cities, and it really helped to change the whole system. And so I asked her, like, "How does change happen? And, like, how do we continue to make progress when we feel like things are against us?" And she basically said that we just have to keep spreading the word. We have to keep sharing information, and we have to, like, basically she was like, "We can't fight each other. We have to remember that, like, we have a goal, we have an objective, and we just have to keep moving forward, and eventually, you know, that our work will speak for itself. Like, we will be able to prove our point." And the way that she did, it's like the proof was in the pudding, right? Like, people couldn't deny it. So it's sort of like, I don't know, just made me think like we just have to keep our head down and keep working and keep showing up and not get caught up in the anger and all that stuff, because that's what holds you back. Anyway, I will share that interview after it airs. if anybody's interested in watching it, because I thought she had really good advice. And yeah, I really loved it. Okay, let's see. What do you guys think? How can I find out how this full moon is hitting my natal chart? Sage moon. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sure Sage Moon has really good advice, so I would love to hear Sage Moon's advice too. But Roller Girl, I would just look at your birth chart if you want to pull it up and look at your whole sign houses. You can see which house is ruled by Capricorn. That's the way I do it. And then Sage Moon, take it away, honey, if you got some ideas too, because Sage Moon's got the astrology. Okay. Nigel says for today's song recommendation. Oh yes, today's song recommendations with Nigel. We need like a little like jingle for you, Nigel. Um, is Phase by Xenia Manasseh. Oh, I hope I said it right. A perfect track to unwind in your car in the living room. Enjoy. Okay, I'm screenshotting that. Love it. I definitely need some good unwind music for this week. Okay. Saved it. Thank you, Nigel. We appreciate it. So good. Babalu says, Britt, would you look at Sophia Beggars and John Manganiello? Oh my God, yes, I will. He just denied claims about the wish for babies being the reason for their split. He did? Wait. Hold on. Oh, Sophia Vergara. Yes. I was like, Beggars. I was like, is that his new wife? Is that the name of his new girlfriend? Daniel says, yes, please share it. It encourages me. Oh my God. I will definitely share it. Um, and Daniel, if you do, I don't know, it's pretty intense, the film on Hulu, but Mastermind, it's like it is interesting not only for like the true crime element, but to see Dr. Burgess and her story and what she accomplished. She really inspired me, like hearing what she did and what she was up against. So I would also watch that for some inspo. And yes, I will share the interview. Thank you. That is so nice. That is so nice. I appreciate it. I'm definitely very passionate about that kind of content too. It's like the other side of what I like to work on. Okay. But we're going to spill the tea here. So that is so interesting, Babalu. I did not hear that. John Manganiello and Sofia Vergara, they actually didn't split because of babies. Because, okay. So he said that. He said that that's not why they split. I'm kind of shocked. Okay. Interesting. Al says, please ask if Michelle Obama will run. I will ask. I would like to know as well. Okay. Sofia Vergara and John Manganiello, why did they break up? Let's just do that. Why did they break up? Let's just ask. Why did they break up? Guys, the 10 of cups reversed. Are you kidding me? This is like the happy future, happy marriage card in reverse. Doesn't get clearer than that. Now what's interesting though is this card does have a little child in the front. He says that's not why. I wonder. I need to get a clarifier. I mean, definitely if the 10 of cups was reversed, there were quite a few things going on, I would say. Oh, well, that flipped right out. Okay. 6 of pentacles. This is such a good card. This is like bringing gifts, being generous. That's in the upright. Okay, let me get another clarifier then. There were a lot of really good elements to their relationship. Seems very fun, upbeat, very optimistic with that 6 of pentacles there. Like that's very nice. Hmm. 6 of cups? Are you kidding? This is like the soulmate card? Okay, so this is really strange. So we have the 10 of cups as the first card to explain why they broke up. And this would be, to me, this is like we had it all, but then we didn't. Or we thought we had it all, but we didn't. It's like a full crashing down. I mean, I know it sounds terrible. It's like a full crashing down of this 10 of cups, which is extremely painful. It's like at one point they really felt like they had it all. Um, and then to explain what crashed down or like what happened, we're talking about generosity. We're talking about soulmate energy. Like it just felt so right. Okay, so what went wrong? This is like really a sad love to end. Why did it end? Like what caused this? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't think I've said that in a while. um What caused all this to end? It's very strange. Queen of Cups, it was her. She ultimately is the one that ended it. Okay. Why? Why did Sophia Vergara end the relationship allegedly? Why did she end it? But Queen of Cups, that's also like very loving. Why would a Queen of Cups end a relationship? That is so unlike a Queen of Cups. Okay, whoa. I'm not gonna take it, but that was weird. I just dropped those fully. Um, Hierophant, it was a lesson. This is and what's weird is this is my marriage card, but it's also a lesson card. I feel like this is like tapping into both meanings then. This marriage was some sort of lesson. Now I'm getting because we have this 6 of cups, this to me feels like okay, this feels like a past life type of thing. I know it sounds wild. That sounds crazy, but we're talking about lessons, deep spiritual lessons. It's almost like they were meant to learn some sort of lesson together. And once the lesson was learned, it was like that was it. Anything else about why this didn't work out? It's very serious. Why this didn't work out? The world card, another clarifier. 3 of Pentacles, working with other people, the world, things changing. Feeling like the world changing, your environment changing, things changing around you. 4 of Cups, looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. For some reason, and I don't know like what year they got married. I'm not sure. Did they get married during like the lockdowns, the COVID? Like I don't know. There's something though about their environment changed. Their day-to-day changed. It's like when they first got together, it really worked well. And then something changed. They learned a lot of lessons through their relationship. I think they both really grew a lot as people. They learned a lot. Um, they were really happy for a time, but then things changed. And when they changed, there was more that was wrong than what was still going right. And she chose to end it out of love. Queen of Cups, out of love, because she knew it was the right thing to do. Honestly, this is giving that it might actually have been about kids because maybe he's denying that, but it's almost like she ended it for him because the Queen of Cups is only gonna end a relationship if they think it's actually best for the other person. Um, because Queen of Cups is very emotionally mature and, like, giving and generous. Very weird. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Sage Moon says, "I don't know, Joe, it's giving not having kids." LOL. Like, it's giving Sophia didn't want to expand their family. Oop. I agree, Sage Moon. For real, I don't know if I believe Joe, to be honest. I know. Okay, I agree. I agree, Sage Moon. We're just gonna say it. We're gonna say it how we see it. Yeah. I just think that that's really what happened. And it's really unfortunate. I think that it was sad because there was a lot that was right. But you know what? If that was like the deal breaker for both of them, then hopefully he has found someone that I think he has. He's moved on, found the right person for him if he really does want to be a father. And that wasn't. But I think it was a special relationship. I really do. And I think it was sad to let it go. But it wasn't meant to last forever. So very interesting with that. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Sage Moon says, Roller Girl 808. I'd also recommend getting a natal chart reading with Britt. She read my chart and it was scary accurate. Haha. Oh my God. Thank you, Sage Moon. That was such a wonderful endorsement. I'll take a screenshot of that if you don't mind. That is so nice. Okay. And let's see. Al said, please ask if Michelle Obama will run. Okay. I think we'll end on that one then. Daniel says maybe she knew that he deep down really wanted kids. I think you're right. I think that's because it's giving like selfless energy. It's like there was so much generosity, there was so much love, there was a soulmate connection. But oh, you know what's weird? The Hierophant, the lesson card and the marriage card came out with the Queen of Cups. Maybe this was a lesson for her to learn about selflessness and putting someone else before you. It like deepened her emotionally. Um, because, like, love love makes you more selfless, right? It deepens you more than anything else. So I think that's what it was. Maybe it was like part of her life lesson. And I think she succeeded. I think she learned the lesson. So sending them both love. Hopefully they both move on to find the right situation. And I think maybe they already have. But wow, what a great question. Thank you for that one. Babalu says, yeah, he just went out and basically said that she was lying. Oh, Lord. And that they grew apart. Okay. That it was not because his desire for babies. Okay, maybe he, like, felt bad about that or something. I don't know. Maybe he just shouldn't have said anything. Oh my god. He's talking a little too much. Okay. Will Michelle Obama run for president? Will she run in this upcoming election, to clarify? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. King of Cups. Okay, I think that her husband is encouraging her to. This is so funny, and I could definitely see that. Yeah, so King of Cups, her husband, who loves her very much, is encouraging her to do that. He comes up right away. Okay. What are her thoughts on it? What are Michelle's thoughts on running allegedly? Page of Cups. Okay, it would be an entirely new thing. Pages are brand new. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm telling you guys, like, this is my last reading. Oh my god, and then I'm gonna hop on the members and do a quick, full moon reading for you guys, and I'm so sorry that I'm yawning. Oh my god, I'm the worst. Page of Cups, this would be like an entirely fresh start in her mind. She feels like this would be new. What's interesting is that we have the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. So the king is like the highest energy, the highest expression of this energy, and the page is brand new. What's funny is we have it come out that, like, he is encouraging her to run and he's already been president. He's already been essentially like the highest level, the king. And she would be starting off on that same path, but she would be brand new at it. Oh my God, that is so cool. I love when the tarot tea is just like hitting just perfectly. That's wild. So she Page of Cups is also exciting. She's smiling. I think she's interested. I think she's very interested. And the King of Cups is there to guide her on this new journey. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, what are you guys saying? Sage Moon says, "Oh, come through supportive husband, Barack." Yes, come through. Al says, "Oh my god, spot on. Obama made a statement about Biden but didn't say anything about supporting Kamala." Oh my God, Al. People think he wants his wife to run. Oh my God. Okay, that's so amazing. Thank you for that confirmation. That's exciting. I think he does. I think he really wants to. And I think she's excited about the idea. Okay, let's see if we get anything else. Oh my God. Sejun says, totally. It's a great way to learn about your natal placements and houses. Also, your South Node, soul lessons. Oh my God, yes. Soul lessons, that North Node destiny, all the good things. I agree, Sage Moon. Daniel says, personally, I think the best move is that there is a woman and a man running. Hmm. Okay. 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 Let's see. Is she going to run? Is Michelle going to run? Ace of Swords. This is my victory card. I'm gonna say she's either gonna run or I mean, this is a victory card. I mean, this is a yes card. So this is like yes. I mean, she's definitely in the process of trying to run right now. I guess we won't know until the Democratic National Convention when they like do the announcement. But this is the victory card. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is a victory card. This is a yes. So yes, I think she's gonna run, or she's at least gonna be have her name in the hat, and like either she will or it'll be like between her and somebody else. Like she's gonna be right there. But that's my victory card. Let me see if I can get anything else here. Roller Girl says Daniel Joshua. I agree. Sage Moon says, "Oh my God, the tea living for the Michelle and Barack of it all." Haha. Oh my God. Um. Okay, Cecilia says Britt Sean is back from his trip to Ecuador with Dr. J. Are you serious? Where is he these days? Cecilia, is he like in LA? Oh my God. Cecilia, thank you for the up to the minute tea. Sage says, "Oh my God, not the Ace of Swords, right? Oh my God. And what if she's named as Kamala's VP?" That's kind of what it seems like. Michelle would make a very good president, though. Would love that for her and us, LMAO. I would love it. I would love it too. Michael and I, my husband and I were talking about it this morning, and I was like, that would be the dream. Can you check how was Yes, I can. Oh, he's in Toronto. He's back home. Can you please ask, is the USA ready for a woman president? That's one thing I don't think that the cards could tell us. Because Daniel, that's one of those things that it's so much having to do with free will, and I want to say that I hope and pray that we are ready, you know? I really do. Um, I don't know. It's a lot to think about in light of, like, also that interview I was telling you guys about with Dr. Burgess. Like, she was changing basically the perception, at that time. She was the only female in a room full of FBI agents, and she was the one who made the blueprint for catching serial killers, and it was so surprising that it was her, and I feel like that's kind of where we're at now. Like, women, there's never been a woman president, right? So it's like it would be a new thing, and I mean, according to Dr. Burgess, who's done an amazing job, you just have to keep going and pushing through, and you can't really worry about that. And you just have to keep showing up, and the policies have to speak for themselves, and people see the light and embrace you. So I'm going to leave that one. I'm not going to pull a card on it because I want to believe that, you know, as a people, we are continuing to move in that direction of the Pluto and Aquarius, like equality and all that good stuff. Okay. One more for Michelle Obama, and then we're gonna end on some Shanti. Okay. Michelle Obama, anything else about this whole situation with her possibly running Two of Cups? Her husband is gonna be her biggest supporter in this whole thing. Yeah, Two of Cups. Wow. She feels fully supported and loved, and like she has the best person by her side. If she were to, I think she feels very confident that it's like, I don't know, she's not alone. And she knows that, like, and she's also been there because she was by Barack Obama's side when he was the president. So, this Two of Cups, this partnership energy, she also understands a lot of what it takes already. So, in answer to your question, I think yes. I think that she is going to run and put her hat in the ring. I think we're going to see a lot of very interesting, exciting things coming up. I'm excited about that. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, a powerful female who is moved forward by the solar plexus chakra, sunflowers, which is happiness and joy and goodness. I don't know. It gives me a very good feeling. I'm very excited about this. So I'm going to leave that part here. Just send good vibes, and that we have, the people in power think about the people as a whole, and make the world a better place, help with climate change, help with just the way people are treated, women's rights, like all of it. I just hope for the goodness of everybody. So that's a little prayer I'm going to send out. Okay. But thank you for asking. Those are such good questions, and I think we got some pretty interesting tea there. All right. So to the Shawn Mendes of it all to end. Oh my God. Sajun says she's got such good cards and energy surrounding this. She really does. Go, Michelle. Yep, I like it. Team Michelle. I'm all about it. She also cares about the kids and about like their lunches. Like she did that when she was like, she cares about all of it. Okay. So I love the answer. Okay. I'm glad, Daniel. I love that you care about this. That means so much. Thank you, Bray. Good night. Good night, Al. Sweet dreams. Thank you for being here and thank you for asking all those really good questions. That was very like thought provoking. Okay, let's see. Sean and Helena Gualinga. Oh, that's her name? Who is this person? Hold on. Okay, this is gonna be the final sip of tea. So I am gonna go look her up real quick. Helena and Shawn Mendes. I have not heard of this. He does always come up with a lot of wands, though, doesn't he? Okay, she's an activist. Oh. Oh, she's very pretty and she looks like his type. She looks kind of like Camila. No. What is he doing? What is he doing? He was just with Camila a few days ago. Oh my god, I'm getting now I'm mad. Cecilia says he spent time with activists and shared a playlist that was platonic or more. Wait, was that platonic or more? Okay, let's see. Well, judging by, I'm not trying to say, I don't know. Judging by the photo, she's very pretty and looks exactly like his type. I'm just saying. It's giving leading with the wands. Oh my god. What's going on with Shawn Mendes and the beautiful activist? Sean is crashing out. LOL. I think so. Oh, LMAO. I think so. What's going on with Sean and the beautiful activist? What is going on? Two of Wands, holding the world, thinking about the future. I need a clarifier. And then I want to see, what does Camila think of this? They just hung out. I know it was non-committal, but still, that's gotta be a little bit of a slap in the face. Okay. Um, all right. Clarify this Two of Wands. What's going on with the two of them? With Sean and the beautiful activist. Queen of Swords. Hmm. I don't think that she's someone to trifle with. I will say this, and that makes sense because she's an activist. I mean, if you're an activist, like, you definitely have to be someone who is like strong and passionate and principled. I think that she's definitely going to give him pushback. Um, I don't think that he's going to be able to play the same games with her that he has maybe played with other people. I think he's used to getting away with a lot. The Queen of Swords has really good boundaries. She's very strong, solid. She knows who she is. I love that, which I think makes him like her more. Sean, oh my god, it's like always wanting what you can't have, you know? Okay, anything else about, or let's just see, how does he feel about her? How does Shawn Mendes feel towards the beautiful activist? I'm just gonna call her that. Daniel says, "Sometimes it feels like Sean is still confused and trying to figure things out." I agree with that. He's still young and trying to experience things. I don't think he's ready to commit to anybody. I think that's true. I think that's true, Daniel. It just sucks that when you're in the public eye, if you're like dating around, you know, Camila, who you just saw, is going to see that, and I think people are human and they're going to have jealousy and all that. It's just, it's probably a very tough place to be in, to be like dating around when you're that famous. How does he feel about her? How does Sean feel about this new woman? Nine of Swords, she stresses him out. He feels very anxious about the connection. And I think that has to do with this Queen of Swords. I think that he's not used to being with someone who has boundaries with him. Now, he does have that. I always come back to this, his Pisces North node and his Virgo South node. And I think that for him, he's very used to I don't know, kind of like running the show, or at least when he leans into his Virgo South node, I think he's very particular. I think he has his schedule, things his way, um, detail oriented about like his life. And he can be a little bit, I don't know, more of like an I than a we, I think sometimes when it comes to like what he really wants in life. And I think that when he's with certain people, like if he's around a Queen of Swords, it's like he can't do that stuff. It forces him into his Pisces North node, which he has to let go. He can't be the one in control. He has to relax. He has to like let life flow and see if it's going to work out or not. And I think he's not, I don't think he's good at that. I don't think he's good at relaxing and letting life happen. So I think that because he can't control the situation, he feels stressed. I think that's actually very good for him. So That's good. I think that's good. Okay, interesting, but it's a little intense, I will say. I don't get a lot of love energy, but I do think he has a crush. I think he's thinking about her a lot, because we have the world there, the two of wands, so definitely like attraction and all that. Okay. How does Camila feel about the fact that Sean just went and spent time with someone? Al said the playlist he shared with her includes a song saying, I like to make you wet. Oh, that can't be platonic. That can't be platonic. Yeah, that one's not platonic. So that makes a lot of sense then. Okay. Interesting. That definitely gives a little more context to the situation. So this is not a friendship thing. This is a little bit more than that. And I think he's more pursuing her for sure because she still has her boundaries up, Queen of Swords, which is smart because she doesn't know I mean, he's just there to visit. It's like, you're not just going to come in here, hang out, and then leave again. So she has some boundaries with him. It's good. What about Camila? How does she feel about Sean, doing that, being with this lady, all of that, coming out after she just saw him? Does she even care? Four of Cups. This sucks. She feels bummed out again. It's like feeling sad. It's like looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. I think that since he is still in this phase of his life, I think she needs to stop seeing him. And I think it's really hard for her because they do have a connection, but it's almost like that on again, off again relationship that is just kind of starting to like drain both people. And sometimes it's her that's getting more drained, sometimes it's him. And I think unless they're gonna be, like, full on, they both kinda think that they can, like, hook up and hang out when they see each other, but someone always gets hurt, so they really can't. It's like they have to either be truly, like, just friends, if they can handle that, which I don't think they can, because I think there's attraction, or they need to just, like, l love each other from afar and have boundaries and just have very separate lives. This whole thing of, like, sometimes we see each other, sometimes we don't, someone always gets hurt, and this time it's Camila, and that is so sad. Okay, that is the tea on that right now. That's where they're at. Always something with those 2, right? Daniel says, "I love Camila. I hope she moves on. She deserves somebody who really is into her." I agree. I agree. I think it's just taken him a few times. They are learning some lessons, and, Babalu says Sean is still going through growing pains and not ready for long-term love. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think they'll eventually get there, right? I just think right now they're kind of in that phase where they're sort of figuring it out, which is a little bit painful. Would Camila date someone soon? I think she's probably dating people right now as well. But let's see what is going on with Camila's love life right now. Is there anybody else in her life? Temperance. She's kind of taking a break from dating, and I think that's why she hung out with Sean again. Because I think for her, Sean is, like, familiar and safe, and she kind of underestimates how allegedly for entertainment purposes, she underestimates how much he can still hurt her because she looks at him as, like, this safe, like, comfort zone. They lived together at one point. They've known each other since they were kids. So, for her, this is like a comfort zone thing, which is why she was willing to hang out with him because she's in a temperance energy. She's not really trying to get into a relationship. I think she's still healing from another relationship that she had after Sean. So I think that she's not really trying to date new people, which is sort of why she went back to him. And it's very complicated. It's very messy. It is very messy. Allegedly, allegedly. She knows her worth, Roller Girl says. Sage Moon says, period. We love a confident gal. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's a must, isn't it, ladies? It is a must. And men. We all need to be confident in our worth. Everybody. Okay, guys. Well, that is the tea on that. I am going to hop off here, hop onto the members, and do a full moon uh, video. I don't think I'm gonna do it live. I'm just gonna do a video. So if our members are still in here, I know Sage Moon is. You guys, no pressure. Feel free to get sleep and watch it whenever you get a chance. But I'm just gonna do like a little angel card reading just to kind of, get us on to a good vibe. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spilling the tea tonight, for all of your amazing requests. This was really fun. Ooh, I feel like we got deep, we laughed, we cried, it was the whole thing. But y'all are the best, and I hope you have an amazing week this week. And I hope that full moon, or yeah, the full moon energy, like, helped you to feel grounded and strong. Say some positive affirmations tonight, get a good night's sleep, and get ready to, yeah, just take over tomorrow. Feel that confidence. We love it. Good night, Daniel. Good night, Sage Moon. Good night, Roller Girl, Al. Babaloo, if you're still in here. Cecilia. Thanks for my question. Good night. Good night, Roller Girl. Sweet dreams. Thank you for asking your question. Babaloo, thank you for your time and tea. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Thank you for your time and for your tea as well. All right. Good night, guys. Talk to you soon. Sean and Camille are giving soap opera. Sage Moon. Totally. Good night, you guys.